Hi, I'm Amanda, aka Fit Food AE, and last December I made terrible eating choices that had me looking like this come January. This winter I look like this because I've been curbing my cravings with high protein, low calorie versions of my favorite desserts. Today we've got 10 macro friendly, no bake dessert recipes with a bit of a holiday twist since it is December after all. So let's get started, shall we? This first one is sugar cookie protein cookie dough with a magic shell, because if you're not eating your cookie dough with a magic shell, then what are you doing? So super easy to make. You're just gonna mix everything into one bowl, dry ingredients first, and then add the wet ingredients. So when you're mixing it together, you notice it might be a little bit crumbly. What I would do is I would mix it to get to like this consistency, put the sprinkles in, and then actually add a bit of unsweetened almond milk. Add as much as you need, just so it's not dry. It basically looks like this as you're putting it into the glass container. And then use the back of a wet spoon to spread it out. You're gonna put it in the fridge for about an hour. Now, I guess this step is technically optional, but I just like to put it in to thicken. And then you're gonna coat with the magic shell. So magic shell is basically melted chocolate with coconut oil. The coconut oil allows it to melt and also allows it to harden. So you're gonna make sure to spread it out evenly, and then obviously sprinkle with sea salt. You're gonna need to put it in the freezer for just like 10 minutes to harden. That should be it. And then yeah, just take a spoon, crack it all up, and then I like to distribute the chocolate evenly throughout. So good. Under 400 calories for the entire thing. It's a big portion. You honestly might not even finish it, but if you do, it'll fit nicely into your macros. Guys, what if I tell you I already ate the entire red velvet cookie dough? So I feel a bit sick, but Next up, we've got another protein cookie dough recipe, and this is red velvet cookie dough. So guys, you need to use oat flour. You can't use all-purpose because all-purpose needs to be heat treated. Obviously, we want this to be fully edible and not make us sick. So we're using red velvet extract. I use the Loran red velvet emulsion. People ask me like, what is red velvet? Like, what does it taste like? Just taste it for yourself. But it's like chocolatey, velvety, and you have to use chocolate in the recipe in order to get the hints of red velvet out. I don't really know if it's a food science thing, but anyway, that's why I use chocolate protein powder. Look at how deep red that is. You're gonna store it in the fridge for at least an hour just to thicken it. And then after that, we're gonna add the magic shell. So for the magic shell, we add some melted milk chocolate and coconut oil. Make sure to not melt it for too long. We don't wanna burn the chocolate, and then just like mix it quickly. And then make sure to spread it out pretty quickly just so it hardens evenly. And then sprinkle sea salt before you put it in the freezer. Some might say the sea salt is optional. I personally don't think it is. I'm obsessed with sweet and salty combo, and this is so good. Red velvet protein cookie dough. So good. Oh my god, guys, I've been seeing these healthy Twix bars everywhere. I made a no-bake version, and I made it as low in calories as I possibly could without sacrificing the taste or texture. So we're using almond flour again so we can eat it and not get sick. But we're gonna make the first layer, and then you're gonna put it into an 8x8 baking tin with parchment paper. You don't need to put parchment paper, it just makes it easier. Flatten it out with your hands, it's the easiest thing to do. Next up is the quote unquote caramel layer that's actually like a peanut buttery layer. There's a couple different options. Like some people use dates to do caramel. I just wanted to keep the calories lower. So we did a mix of peanut butter and PB2 and then sugar-free maple syrup and a little bit of coconut oil. Mix that together until it's smooth. Then we're gonna evenly spread it all over the shortbread layer. This looks so good already. I just wanted to like eat it with a spoon. Some people are gonna say like, oh, isn't this millionaire shortbread? I mean, whatever. Twix bars, millionaire shortbread, I don't really care. But look at how smooth and delicious that looks. So this is the hardest part. We have to freeze it for 2 hours. I'm like, oh, I just wanna eat it now. I just wanna eat the whole thing. And then we're gonna melt some chocolate and coconut oil. Again, you don't need too much coconut oil, and honestly, a thin layer of chocolate works. That's what keeps the calories lower. I mean, I would say that this recipe isn't as low in calories as some of my other ones. It is harder to make this recipe lower in calorie, but I did what I could. And then we're gonna cut it into 12 pieces, and they're actually pretty big pieces as well. You might wanna run your knife under hot water. It'll be easier to chop the pieces, but yeah, these taste best right out of the freezer. If you're gonna serve them at like a party or something, make sure to like put them in the freezer if people aren't eating them, because I actually brought them to a party yesterday and they started to get a bit soggy after they sat out for a couple hours. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But these are so delicious. Look at all those 3 layers, the perfect no-bake dessert recipe. Honestly, these are dangerous because I could literally eat the entire, maybe not the entire batch in one sitting, but close to it. You know that Wicked song where it's like, You will be popular. These are gonna be popular. No bake, Biscoff Tiramisu, 500 calories for the entire thing. Let's go. Oh my God, guys, this recipe is an absolute banger. So Biscoff cookies, you're gonna lightly soak them, and I mean lightly soak. Like you don't want to soak them too much, otherwise you're gonna get mushy. In some cold coffee or espresso. Actually, you could use hot or cold. I just had cold. Then we're gonna get a little square container. I don't even really know what this is called. I'm gonna put 3 cookies down, and then you're gonna make the filling or like a cream layer. So we're gonna use a mix of things like light ricotta, non-fat Greek yogurt, protein powder, and then you're gonna add a little bit of cornstarch as well just to thicken it, and then some monk fruit sweetener and vanilla extract. You don't necessarily need a monk fruit sweetener. I just like to have it as sweet as possible. Blend it so it looks smooth but like thick like this. Make sure it's thick. The cornstarch should help with that. So you're gonna put half the filling, and then you're gonna put the other 3 soaked cookies on top. You could soak like 3 and 3. That's probably the best thing to do. And then put the other half of the filling on top and spread it out. And again, this is the hard part. You kind of have to wait for everything to set. So we're gonna put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours or overnight. And then once you take it out, oh, she's gonna look thick and delicious. Oh my God, I just wish I had this in front of me. You can sprinkle some Biscoff crumbs on top if you'd like. And then basically, yeah, like we're good to go. This entire thing has 500 calories. It is so delicious and sweet and decadent. Oh my God, like I really outdid myself. Like look at that scoop. I feel like I really outdid myself with this recipe, and I feel like it's really creative as well. Tiramisu is great because I feel like it's a good crowd pleaser, but sometimes you just don't want to turn on your oven. You just don't want to bake anything. And honestly, yeah, you do have to wait 4 hours for this to soak in the fridge, but you could like do whatever you want during those 4 hours. So it's a very easy recipe to make. This is dangerously good, but not even that dangerous because the macros are amazing. So you can dig in. Oh my God. We've got a few protein cheesecakes coming up. This one is a gingerbread protein cheesecake. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with these recipes because they have so much volume for the calories, like just over 400 calories. It's a massive cheesecake. By the way, guys, I use PE Science protein in all of these recipes. It's a whey casein blend. Of course, it's great for baking, but we're not baking any of these recipes, so you can use any other protein. But if you want to use PE Science, please use my discount code FIT15 or use a link in the description. So for these cheesecakes, guys, you're going to want to use an electric mixer. Otherwise, if you just try to mix it with like a fork or a whisk, it's just going to be chunky. So I would say use an electric mixer. They aren't that expensive. You don't need like a fancy KitchenAid one. Store it in the fridge for 3 hours just so it thickens. Again, this is definitely a vital step. You could do 2 hours if you're running low on time though. You're gonna top it with gingerbread cookies. I just did crushed ones, and I also just put like a whole gingerbread just to be cute and just to give it that little touch. But yeah, this is so delicious. It tastes exactly like a gingerbread cookie in cheesecake form. The fancy molasses and the spices help with that. But this is the perfect treat for the holidays. You could even eat half of it and store the other half in the fridge for later. The amount that you get for the macros is so impressive. The volume, perfect. So good. Ooh, we've got another banger here. This is the red velvet Oreo personal cheesecake, personal no-bake cheesecake. So you could use Fairlife milk. It's like a high protein skim milk, or you could use like regular skim milk or any other skim milk really. So yeah, we're gonna use the red velvet extract, the same one, the Loran one. You can get it on Amazon. I will link it in the description. And then I also added some Oreo baking crumbs here. Look at how red and delicious and thick that looks. And then we're gonna spread it out. You can use the back of a wet spoon to spread it out, by the way. That's what makes it easiest. I feel like whenever I make anything red velvet, my fingers are all red, but it's so worth it. But look at how smooth that looks. You're gonna store it in the fridge for 3 hours, and then you're gonna add some crushed Oreos on top. Now, I personally like to add the toppings after putting it in the fridge because you don't want it to get soggy. I just put half of a crushed Oreo, and then yeah, basically we're done. Just over 400 calories and over 30 grams of protein for the whole thing. It's very filling. Honestly, it makes for a great high protein snack if you're one of those like volume eaters like me. You just want like a big snack you could just keep eating and eating, or you can honestly save half of it for later. But look at how delicious and thick and chocolatey it looks. Macros in this are absolutely insane, and I love anything red velvet. Delicious. This is our third cheesecake recipe. So we've got 3 no-bake cheesecakes in this video. This one is a turtle cheesecake. So I don't know if you guys remember the chocolate turtles, which is so, so good. It's like chocolate, caramelly, pecan-y, perfect for the holidays. So mix everything together with the electric mixer. It's gonna just look like a vanilla cheesecake for now until we add the toppings. But yeah, honestly amazing on its own. And look at how thick and good that looks. Obviously, we're gonna spread it out like so. And then we're gonna store it in the fridge for 30 minutes to thicken, which is obviously the hardest part. I feel like a trend with these recipes is most of them you have to store it in the fridge or the freezer, but that's just how it goes with the no bake. But then you can kind of go do whatever you want. You can leave the house, unlike when you have the oven running. So we're gonna put some crushed pecans. Pecans are like so high in calories. That's why we're keeping it small with just like a few grams. And then we're gonna melt some chocolate with coconut oil to drizzle over, as well as the Biscoff drizzle. I just put a sprinkle of sea salt as well, and you're good to go. This looks so delicious, 460 calories and 40 grams of protein for the whole thing. And it's so decadent and good, especially with all the toppings, the macros still being that amazing. The chocolate will actually harden a bit as well, which is great, makes for great texture. I made one of the most indulgent chocolates in low-calorie cheesecake form. Red velvet cake balls. These have 90 calories each. Macros are amazing. They're great to take on the go, great as a little high-protein, low-calorie snack. So you're gonna mix everything in one bowl. Use a combination of PB2 and actual peanut butter. And then of course the sugar-free maple syrup keeps the calories lower. I also forgot to put a little bit of cocoa powder in there, and that brings out the red velvet taste. Of course, we got so many red velvet recipes in this video. So roll it into 6 balls. The dough might be a little bit difficult to handle. Maybe you just want to like wet your hands, and then obviously store them in the freezer because we want them to be nice and hardened before we put the chocolate on there. So put the white chocolate on, of course, melt it with some coconut oil. And then if you want to sprinkle a bit of Oreo baking crumbs on the top, you can. And then we're going to store it in the freezer for like 10 minutes just for the white chocolate to harden. And the texture is amazing with these. These are similar to the brownie ball recipe I made, except they are red velvet, holiday edition. Of course, we wanted to use some white chocolate just to make it extra festive. Love anything red velvet. These are Snowball balls, or just coconut balls if you're eating them not during the holidays. Somewhat similar to the red velvet recipe, but more like coconutty, of course. We got the sweetened coconut flakes in the balls, and we're also going to put them on top of the balls, which you'll see after. So mix everything together until the texture is like that. You could put the dough into the fridge to make it a little bit easier to roll, but I find like with the ratios, it should be fine. So just roll it into 6 balls, make sure to make them as even as possible, and then roll them into the shredded coconut. I just rolled like the tops onto it just to make it look like a little snowball. But yeah, they look so good. Put them in the freezer for 30 minutes just to thicken. And they have just over 100 calories for each one. They're great size. They're so filling, and they're like great to take on the go. They have such a good texture. Just look at how delicious they are. I feel like I could be super creative and make many different kinds of protein balls. So let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments. Snowman truffles, or like coconut truffles, whatever you want to call them if you're making them outside of the holiday season. Lastly, we've got protein Rice Krispies, but holiday edition, so like white chocolate peppermint. So we're gonna add some of the light margarine into a pot. Just do it on low heat. We don't want them to burn. And then the marshmallows. Ooh, by the way, guys, I'm vegetarian, but marshmallow is one of those things where I'm like, hey, gelatin, like, I don't care, whatever. You could get vegan marshmallows though if you are also vegetarian, which I don't know. I don't even know how many of you watching this channel are actually vegetarian, because I feel like I don't talk about it too much, but either way, look at those marshmallows melting together with light margarine. It's so delicious. So we're gonna put some protein powder, because obviously that's what makes this recipe higher in protein. It's hard to make Rice Krispies high protein. You could also, by the way, I'm using regular Rice Krispies cereal. You could use like higher protein cereal. I just didn't have it on hand. I didn't have access to it, and I just wanted to make this recipe easier and make it with ingredients you guys have access to. So I use about 45 milliliters of unsweetened almond milk. You could always add more if you find that you need more, but the Rice Krispies should look like this. And then, yeah, basically just lower the heat as you're spinning around. My stove got dirty. And then you're going to put it into a baking tin, even though you're not baking it. You could put parchment paper, but I just didn't. You're going to flatten it with your hands. Again, I like wet my hands a bit to make it easier and to make them less sticky. They already look so good. So with these Rice Krispies, yeah, I poured the melted white chocolate and coconut oil on top, and then I also put the crushed candy canes. You could just let them set and then cut into them, or you could put them in the freezer for like 10 minutes to let the white chocolate harden. I personally, so I started cutting into it and then I was like, oh, maybe I should put it in the freezer. And then I realized after I was like, I kind of prefer like the first texture, but it depends. You also don't even have to put the white chocolate on top. If you want to keep the calories lower, or if you don't care about keeping this festive, maybe you're watching this and it's January, February, and you're like, I'm just trying to get some no-bake healthy desserts into my system. So yeah, I cut them into 16. You could cut them into larger pieces. I just personally wanted smaller ones because they're good in small doses. But yeah, look at how delicious they look. They're so cute as well. Very festive and cute. But yeah, you could easily make them into regular Rice Krispies, or if it's a different holiday, you can make them Halloween themed or whatever you really want. Oh my god. These are so addictive. I could eat this whole tray in one sitting. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you're looking for more high protein, low calorie dessert recipes. So I'll link this video here with macro-friendly baked goods that you should watch next. And please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, as it really helps the channel. And I post new videos every week. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.